Okay, welcome
Right.
everyone. We're just going to give you a few minutes to get everyone in here before we get started. Say one thing to get you all going, because I see we have some lively cooperators who joined us today. If there are any fantasy categories that you hope are up there, put them in the chat. Let us know where you are logging in from today. Oh,
Doug O'Brien's in the house.
This
I guess
is a big deal.
He's here to win.
Anyone from the ICA attending today?
That's it. See how many representations. Let us know where you're logging in from. Say hello in the chat.
Hi, Doug. We're honored that you're joining us.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Very exciting. What could be more exciting on 4 o'clock on a Wednesday afternoon than co-op governance?
I can't come up with anything. So.
I'm sort of serious about that. So.
I mean, yeah, that's why you're here.
It's a very self-selected group here.
Well, the registration numbers actually were extremely strong. So we have found the magic topics in this industry.
We just had a Canadian join. Welcome, Stan, fellow co-op governance nerd from Canada.
Oh wait, this isn't Canadian governance.
No, it's not. But all are welcome here.
Let's see. We have Dion Jackson from Brightside Cooperative. Hello, Dion. Gail.
Hello.
Frank
Swanson looking for some legal statute questions.
Good to see you, Adam. I knew you'd be here. Hello, Bill Wilson from Louisville.
Bill.
Pamela, we'll just wait for you to tell us when to get started. So you just say the word and
All right, we'll give it one more minute.
Trust your judgment on this.
We'll give it one more minute.
Right. Remember, it's important to hydrate in Jeopardy.
Well, when you're in a suit jacket and you don't have air conditioning, it is important to hydrate.
All right, we have a good group to pick from, so I want to welcome everyone. Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining us to discuss cooperatives and governance today. So my name is Tamala Blaylock. I'm the Vice President of Cooperative Relations for NCBA CLUSA, and welcome to Cooperative Jeopardy. I'm going to kick it over to our wonderful host from today, but to say thank you for joining us. We are gathering place for the cooperative industry. So if there are any type of engagements you want to have or different ideas to engage with the cooperative community, you're welcome to reach out to me. One of my team members will put my contact information in the chat because we welcome this type of engagement and connecting and gathering during this time. And with that, I will kick it off to our master of event for today. It's Courtney Berner from University of Wisconsin Center for Cooperatives. So Courtney, take it away.
Thank you so much, Tamala. Welcome everyone to Jeopardy, the governance edition. I don't know if you're as excited as I am, but hopefully you are. As Tamala mentioned, I'm Courtney Berner. I'm the executive director of the University of Wisconsin Center for Cooperatives in Madison, Wisconsin. And I'm also one of your co-hosts for this fun event that hopefully will test your cooperative knowledge, your cooperative governance knowledge. So I want to thank everyone for joining us this afternoon. I also want to thank the National Cooperative Business Association for offering to host this game of Jeopardy to help us celebrate the launch of the Cooperative Governance Research Initiative's National Cooperative Governance Survey. So the survey will be the first national, longitudinal, cross-sectoral survey of cooperative governance practices in the US. So we're really excited to be launching this. We'll be launching the survey probably at the end of the summer. And so we're excited to have you all here to learn more. So I want to introduce you to my delightful co-host, Urban Krull. So please wave to the audience, Urban. Hello, Urban. Urban wears many hats, as many of you probably know. He is the executive director of the Neighboring Food Co-op Association. He serves on the boards of NCBA CLUSA and the International Center for Cooperative Management. He's offering a series of webinars on co-ops for the National Farmers Union right now. And most importantly, he is a fellow cooperative governance nerd. So thanks so much for agreeing to co-host with me, Urban. Hopefully this will be a lot of fun, at least for us.
I'm absolutely thrilled, Courtney. And when you said you invited me to do Wheel of Fortune with you and be your van, I just couldn't say no.
Well, I'm so pleased that you're here. I think this will be fun. So our next stop here is to select some contestants. So basically, we're going to have 3 contestants. And before I tell you about how to become a contestant, I'm going to tell you a little bit about our prizes. They're very exciting. So the winner of Jeopardy today will receive a free registration to the 2021 Co-op Impact Conference. Thank you, NCBA, as well as their very own brand new copy, maybe signed by me, of Robert's Rules to add to your cooperative governance nerd library. You're welcome. I'm also trying to secure a few of our temporary I Love My Co-op tattoos that Megan, my colleague, made a few years ago to throw in the book as well. So that's what the winner will receive. And then NCBA CLUSA has also generously offered a $25 registration fee, which is much reduced from the regular fee, to the Impact Conference in 2021 to everyone who plays. So that's a big discount. So really, everyone wins. All right, so we can take up to 3 players. And if you're interested in being a contestant, please raise your hand or make a note in the chat.
So
Pamela, you wanna? Oh, we've got an Adam Trot. Adam Trot is hot to trot.
to raise your hand, go to participants, and one of the options under participants to the bottom right is raising your one's hand.
All right, we have Adam Trot. Who else? Oh,
Frank, etc.
Got 2. It's going to be the lucky number 3. Tom wants to know if you can nominate someone. I kind of love this idea. Yeah, I mean, why not, Tom? You can always turn down the nomination, but do you know how to? Go ahead.
For some people, the raising hand might be under reactions.
Oh yeah.
So
I think Frank has a hand up as well.
But we have Frank. I would love to. Do we have any of our lady cooperators who would love to join?
Yeah, I'm happy to step down under any circumstances.
Under any circumstances. I see a 4th hand.
Yeah, we have. Well, it was Benjamin. Oh, well, okay, we'll go in order. We'll have Benjamin.
All right, Tamla, I'm going to let you manage this. Let me know who our contestants are.
All right. So let's find you.
Oh, Esther, please take my spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Esther?
No, we need VP of the U.S. Federation.
Okay.
I'd like to
Thank you, Adam.
Dan just made a good joke. This is just like our last board elections. This is democracy. This isn't democracy. No one's voting. But all right. So Tamla, who do we have to play here?
Let's start pinning people. Let's see. Let's check. I think we have okay, there you are. That is you. All right. We got Esther and Frank and find you then.
Hey, Urban, do you have any jokes lined up? this
Trying to think
section.
about that. You know, I've only got a short list. I don't want to start too early.
I know we can't use our committee jokes until we're in the committee section. Got to save those.
Exactly.
Okay.
And if we say too much, we're going to give away categories.
I know. Well, there they are.
Board is up.
All right. So I would like, before we move on, have you pinned the contestants, Tamala? I cannot see them.
I can pin them. Just give me a second.
Awesome,
Okay.
thank you. Okay. What I'd like to do quickly is have the contestants briefly introduce themselves with their names and their organization or affiliation, or why they came to join us here for Co-op Governance Jeopardy today. So why don't, once I know who they are, Ben F., would you like to start? Can you quickly introduce yourself for our audience?
Sure. Yeah, I live in Greenbelt, Maryland, and Greenbelt Homes, a housing cooperative. So
Great, thanks for joining, Ben. All right,
Sure.
Frank.
Hi, everyone. Frank Satira. I'm in Syracuse, New York, part of the New York State Small Business Development Network. And I specialize in employee ownership within our network. So happy to be here. As far as governance goes, I'm board chair of Cooperative Federal Credit Union, CDFI, in Syracuse as well.
Awesome. Thanks so much for being here, Frank. And Esther.
Hey, I'm Esther West at the UW Center for Cooperatives, and I'm a cooperative development specialist, and I also am on the board of the U.S. Federation of Worker Co-ops and on MadWork here over in Madison. So.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Esther. All right, so this is how the game will be played. We will select one person to go first, and so they'll select their the category and then the value. And then as soon as Urban or I have finished reading the clue, you may raise your hand to answer the question. And we will call on whoever raises their hand first. Tamla's going to be monitoring that. So she'll actually call on whoever raised their hand first. Answers must be in the form of a question. And if Urban or I don't enforce this rule, I know Tamala will. So she's a stickler about that one. So before we get started, why doesn't everyone practice raising their hands so that everyone is knows how to do that before we get the game started? Did you figure it out, Esther? No, it's on participants.
Okay.
Tamala, can you tell her how to do it? I think
Yes, so go
it
to
might be in
particip-
reactions. It
Oh,
is
I
for me.
see.
Oh,
I see.
You see it.
you.
oh, it is in reactions. Yep.
Let me try that. Did that
Okay.
work?
That works. That's
Yep.
perfect.
Oh, good, good. Okay. Thanks.
Okay, Frank, if you could lower your hand, we're ready to go.
All right. So before we dive into the game, I am going to go through the different categories for today. So we'll be playing with one board. There will be no final Jeopardy. So it's just this board, and whoever gets the most points wins. So the first category is Robert Rules. This category features questions related to random people named Robert, as well as Robert's Rules of Order, America's best known guide to parliamentary procedure. Next is Let's Create a Committee. Perhaps the most often stated sentence in cooperative boardrooms, Let's Create a Committee features some of the committees your co-op might create to get stuff done.
Well, and Courtney, I know this might sound controversial right out of the gate, but my own personal opinion is you can't have too many committees.
No, never, no. I mean, that's how the work gets done, Urban. That's how the work gets done. Category 3 is There's a Co-op for that, which features some of our favorite cooperatives.
Come and get it, nerds.
Next is Survey Says. This category is about the National Cooperative Governance Survey that UWCC is launching later this summer. The purpose of the survey is to generate data that empowers cooperatives across sectors to reflect upon and improve their governance practices.
No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't make this funny.
Yeah, no jokes. No jokes for that one. It's not funny. It's very serious. And lastly, just for fun, we have the category Flaming Foods. This category features foods that you can light on fire. You're welcome.
And as you probably know, Courtney's extremely proud of this category, so bring your A game, please.
Yeah. All right. Is everyone ready? We ready, folks? All right, thumbs up. Okay, so I am going to go in alphabetical order. So Ben, you are going to get the first question.
Got to go for Flaming Foods for 200.
Joy of cooking instructions for making this cherry dessert. Standing back, ignite with a long lighted match.
That's Frank, came in first.
Cherry's Jubilee. What is Cherry's Jubilee?
Good catch.
Oh.
Good. That was, we're gonna let you get away with that one.
Give it
That
to
was
him.
pretty close.
That was the first try, so we, that was our practice one. But
You are correct. All right, so you get to pick the next question.
let's do survey says for 200.
Survey says for 200. All right. Now this is a rough one. This university-based cooperative center is launching the National Cooperative Governance Survey this summer.
Ben came in by a millisecond. Came in first.
What is the University of Wisconsin Cooperative Center?
Center for Cooperatives. We'll
Cooperatives.
give you that one. And just to point out, this is what's known as a gimme, right? Or what you get when somebody runs the game, right?
Yes. So a little bit of information on the center. The UW Center for Cooperatives has been around since 1962. We conduct research, outreach, and education on cooperatives of all types. And Urban, just to be fair, would you like to describe the neighboring food co-op association too?
Sure.
All right.
And Food Co-op Association is a regional secondary cooperative. That should have been a question in here. What's a
No.
of food co-ops across the Northeast, and compared to the UW Center, we are both young and spry.
Oh, ouch. I don't know if that's a compliment or not. All right.
I take the next one, right?
Nope. I think
No,
I
you
do.
do.
I do. Frank, you're up. Or no, was it Frank or was it Ben?
Ben,
Got the
it's
answer.
Ben.
Ben got that.
All right. This is going great already. Ben, you're up.
Uh-oh, let's see
Water
some
in
more.
here.
How about there's a co-op for that 200.
You can find everything you need for a camping trip at this retail giant.
That's Esther.
What is REI?
That is correct. That
Yeah.
is
It was REI Co-op, and you can't
REI.
get beer there.
You can't get beer there, as far as I know, which I usually take camping, but no beer. Everything else. All right, Esther, you get the next question.
Thank you. Okay. Let's create a committee for 600.
Oh, I love it.
Ooh.
no. Now you got to make me look through here. Okay, this committee typically includes the officers of the board and can often act on behalf of the full board.
Frank was ready.
What is the executive committee?
That is correct.
You weren't sure, Urban, were you? You paused there for a second.
In my experience, just about any committee can make decisions on behalf of the board if you're not careful.
If you're not careful.
So Urban, I have a committee joke for you. Urban, why can't horse committees ever accomplish anything?
I don't know. Why can't horse committees accomplish anything?
Because they always vote nay.
Did you get that from Suzette Snow Cobb?
No, I found that on the internet. I didn't even make it. Yeah, just stole it from the internet.
All right.
Frank
All
controls
right.
the board.
Frank has the board.
There's a co-op for that 400.
All right.
This worker co-op is known for its delicious fair trade coffee, tea, and chocolate.
Esther.
Yes. What is equal exchange?
That is correct. And little side note, Esther used to work at Equal Exchange.
Right? Yeah.
Well equipped to answer that question.
I was so ready. Yeah.
She didn't even know it was on there, even though we worked together. She did not know.
Didn't know.
All right, Esther, board is yours.
Oh, excellent. Let's do survey says for 800.
Ooh.
Survey says for 800. survey says is a constant refrain on this popular game show?
Frank.
What is Family Feud?
That is correct.
Oh,
Do you want to read the fun fact, Urban, or shall I?
I think it's important for people to know the Family Feud host, Richard Dawson, was actually born Colin Lionel M. in Gosport, England. News you can use.
You can use. I was going to say that. I'm like, is it news? I mean, all right. So Frank, you're up.
Let's try Robert rules for 200.
Okay. A proposal during a meeting that an organization, board, or committee take a specific action.
That's Frank.
What is a motion?
That is correct.
And I second that's a motion.
For extra credit,
a song.
subsidiary motions postpone indefinitely, amend, commit, or refer. Postpone to a certain time, limit or extend. What does this even make sense? Limit or extend limits to date. I don't even know. Did you put this in your Urban? Is this in Robert's rules?
I was trying to trip you up.
You're trying. Well,
Trying to trip you up, and it
mission
worked.
accomplished. Yeah. I clearly need to read Robert's rules before I put it in the mail to the winner because I don't know what any of that means.
Extra
There's
credit on subsidiary motions.
Privileged motions, and I think incidental motions are the most interesting.
Incidental. Tell me more, Urban.
I don't know anything about it.
Okay. All right, Frank, the board's yours.
Ooh, yeah, after those last comments, I want to leave that category. Let's go to Flaming Foods for 400.
Oh man, my favorite one is in the Roberts category.
All right. Henri Charpentier is said to have created this dessert crepe dish by accident, but the dish was a flaming success.
That's Frank comes in again.
What is Bananas Foster?
Been waiting to make
That's
that
correct.
Sorry, I just wanted to do it too.
Fun.
Anyone else have an answer?
Really?
No takers.
Would Suzette Snow Cobb like to venture? a
Yes,
guess?
Suzette, that one was for you.
And we also would have
I
accepted.
did know the answer.
Someone is broken onto the game show floor. Suzette entered the building. All right. Does that mean that it goes back to Frank? I think that's what it means.
I believe that's true.
All right, Frank, you get the board again.
Let's do Flaming Foods again for 600.
This dessert, cake, and ice cream browned in the oven can be flambéed for a dramatic presentation.
Oh, that is Esther.
What is creme brulee?
That is
Oh,
incorrect.
no.
I'm sorry. Also a delicious dessert that one lights on fire. Anyone else?
No takers.
What's happening? Oh, I was gonna do a climate change joke.
You got it, Margaret. Yeah, Margaret's over there giving hints in the chat. You all should watch the chat for Margaret's clues. Yes, what is baked Alaska? All right. Then I have a really good joke for that one. I used to love flambe, but it was just a flash in the pan. Yeah, you can. Oh gosh, it's not funny at all. All right.
This is so much fun sober.
What'd you say, Tamla?
This is so much fun sober.
So I know I'm way too sober for this. All right, Frank, I think you get the board again.
All right, that's a harder category than I thought. Let's create a committee for 200.
Let's create a committee for 200.
Committee.
Urban, I think it's your turn.
This committee may be responsible for recruiting new directors.
Frank came in first.
What is the nominations committee?
That is correct.
Hey, Urban, what do you call a committee made up entirely of people named William?
I have no idea. What do you call a committee made up entirely of people named William?
A billboard.
Can't lose.
Ouch.
I know. Okay. All right, Frank, board's yours
Let's
again.
stay with
Clean it
committees
up
for
over here.
400.
Committees for 400.
400.
This type of committee is temporary and formed for a specific purpose.
Frank came in first.
What is ad hoc?
That is correct. What is an ad hoc committee? We tried to come up with a joke about a ham hock committee, but nothing.
I think it's kind of, that's the joke. right?
That's the joke. Is there a joke here about a ham hock committee? No, that's the joke. All right, Frank, you again.
Let's try Robert rules for 400.
You, Courtney?
I think it's your turn.
It's my turn? Oh, good.
I think so.
A set of rules for conducting business at meetings.
Oh, this is Frank again.
Let's see. I would say there's a couple different things I could go. I don't know. What is bylaws?
Not what we're looking for.
Esther was second.
Oh,
At the risk of stating the obvious, maybe what is Robert's rules?
That
Right,
would've been great.
close. All right, Ben.
I'll make a guess. What are operating rules?
Nope.
You accept
Nope.
that?
No.
No, okay.
All right.
It was a shot in the dark.
That's good. No, I appreciate the attempt. The answer is actually Urban. This is you.
Ah,
parliamentary procedures. And, back in the old days, John Torres would have flashlight queued up for me right now, but,
Sorry.
yeah.
Let you down, Urban.
Yeah.
All right, Frank, I think you're up again.
Let's do Robert rules for 600.
Right.
100. This
This is a
Welsh
good-
textile, sorry. This Welsh textile manufacturer and social reformer is considered a founder of the cooperative movement. Get Googling, y'all.
Any help from the chat?
Any help? Yeah, Margaret, you have any hints from the chat?
oh,
This is a gimme.
Give me. Spoken like a true nerd, Urban.
Boy, I bet Adam Trott's kicking himself now for not staying in the game.
Because, oh, look at Margaret just left you a hint.
oh my.
With O, rhymes with flowing.
Robert O. Oh,
Esther.
you're
I was
muted.
trying to say who is Owen, but
Yep.
I think
What's-
someone else said it first. So
What's
Yeah,
their
But you had your
first
hand
name?
up first, though.
Yeah.
I spoke out of turn. Sorry.
All right, so we do need to do a little work on this. So a little bit more information. Robert Owen was a utopian socialist. He also managed one of the largest cotton mills of his day in Scotland in what is now, it's a UN World Heritage Site. Just a little fun fact.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna give the board to Esther.
That's Esther.
Yeah.
awesome. So I'm going to go with. There's a co-op for that for 1,000.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh,
All right.
big
There we
money. Big money.
the Tundra Cooperative in Russia's remote Kola region recently began exporting meat to Finland from this northern herd animal.
Frank was first.
What is the elk?
Ben.
What is reindeer? What are reindeer?
Who are reindeer?
Who?
Where
What?
are reindeer?
Where? Well, in northern the Tundra Cooperative.
Another acceptable answer, according to Urban, would have been musk ox, although there is no musk ox co-op that I know of.
And that wouldn't have helped them at all. So.
Tastes like chicken.
Tastes like chicken.
Nice.
I've had reindeer actually. Does it taste like reindeer? Tastes
Like chicken?
reindeer, yeah. All right. So Ben, you're up.
Oh,
And
let's
back
go
in
with
it.
whoever's lighted that one up. Let's say survey says for 400.
It says for 400. Sorry, I'm going to my, all right. The National Cooperative Governance Survey will ask about this type of meeting, which involves inviting most people to leave the room.
Ben is first.
Executive session?
Yes,
Nice.
you nailed it.
Or what is executive
wait.
session?
What is,
Pardon me.
oh, gosh, sorry.
Oh, Margaret.
What is a bathroom break?
Same
Sorry,
thing.
You're funny on Jeopardy.
Margaret might want my job. The survey will also cover topics such as board composition, selection and recruitment, member participation, and so much more. As
Are
we
you
said
so
at the
excited?
outset, it's going to be guaranteed fun.
Just like this game. All right. All right, Urban, I think you're doing the next question, and Ben, I think it's to you.
Oh, there's a co-op for that for 800.
When Cabot Creamery Co-op was founded in 1919, the cost of membership was $5 per cow, plus this.
This is a good but tricky one. Clues welcome in the chat.
Your first child. Don't follow that advice.
No. Mm-mm.
This is this is not only a co-op nerd question. This might be a New England co-op nerd.
Yep.
Yeah.
There we go. Roberta Severson is trying to.
Oh, yeah. Oop, thanks, Bobby. Got some clues in there.
Frank.
Well, based upon the one clue that I saw, could it be what is manure?
What is that?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I just muted whoever is joined us. All right, Frank, what was that?
What was that, Frank?
What is manure?
Good guess.
Stay warm in the winter?
It's a heating source.
Suzette is leading you astray.
Oh,
No other guesses? Should we call this one?
what do you think,
Yeah.
Esther?
I don't know.
I can't even guess.
Take a shot, Esther. You're trying to keep warm in the winter in New England.
Okay, Esther.
Yes, sir.
A blanket?
Also, not asked in the form of a question.
Warm
Warm
thoughts.
thoughts.
It's what we put in our sauna in my backyard.
Oh,
We got a
wood?
lot of it.
Wood?
Hot
Yeah.
air?
Hot air.
It's a cord of firewood.
Cord of
Really? Yeah.
Oh, not a blanket. Okay.
All
Huh.
right. So,
Back to you,
but
Benjamin.
back to you, Ben.
You can
Oh.
thank me for that obscure question.
Well, thank you. How about survey says for 600?
Survey says for 600. This cooperative financial institution provided the seed money to launch the National Cooperative Governance Survey.
And it's Ben again.
What is the National Cooperative Bank?
I wish, but no.
No.
You know, we'll
Next
take
time,
we'll
next
take
time.
their funds too, but nope.
Esther.
Okay, hopefully I won't get this wrong because I work at the center. But, was it CDF?
Incorrect.
Oh.
God, no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
All right. It's okay. It just means it's a really good question. All right. Frank.
What is CFNE?
Oh man. Nope. The answer is CoBank. What is CoBank? So we wanted to make sure you always want to acknowledge your funder. CoBank generously funded the launch of the survey, but in order for it to be longitudinal or for us to repeat it in future years, we will need support from the cooperative community. So we'll be launching the first round of data collection later this summer. So stay tuned. But yes, thanks to CoBank for making this first year possible. All right, back to Esther or Ben?
Ben.
Back to Ben. This is harder than it looks, people. Harder than it looks.
Yeah, choosing which one is. Oh, let's make it hard. Robert's rules for 1,000.
Yes. Very
Nice.
excited about this question.
think that's yours, right?
I think that's mine.
Great.
In Game of Thrones, Robert's Rebellion allowed Robert Baratheon, is that right, Tamara? Baratheon, to be king of the 7 kingdoms of this place.
Got any Game of Thrones fans out there? Oh man.
Oh, wow.
In the crowd.
I'm surprised. Frank.
Well, the only name I can think of from there is what is Westeros?
Hey!
Oh man, that was sure pulled out of nowhere.
That's awesome for 1,000.
What is Westeros?
I don't know, just it's a name that I associate.
That was essentially their Washington, D.C.
Oh, okay.
Now that's a place, for those of you who watched that show, a place that could have benefited from some Robert's rules, probably.
I got another fun fact on this one.
Oh yeah.
Another fun
You want
fact.
it? Fun fact.
So
You got it.
Henry Martin Robert actually helped defend the U.S. during the 1859 Pig War with the United Kingdom over the border between Vancouver Island and the state of Washington. Another fun fact, nobody died except for the pig, who was apparently shot starting the conflict.
Poor pig.
So this is the guy whose rules you're following, just saying.
Was that in Westeros?
Urban, we just lost a participant. I've been watching the numbers and we just lost one. We've been holding steady until the pig war.
All right.
All right, who's
On
up?
to the jokes.
Frank controls the board.
Let's create a committee for 1,000.
All right.
According to a famous quote by Sir Alec Isigonus, this animal is a horse designed by committee. Any guesses? It's an animal. Mr. Ed. I think you have a more favorable opinion of committees than this gentleman. Does it involve stripes? Nope, no stripes.
Esther.
What is a camel?
Yes, that is correct.
Really? Yeah. Very good, Esther.
Nice.
Again, I got nothing funny to say about this one.
No. All right, Esther, you control the board. I am getting really warm in this chat. Sweating here.
All right,
Excellent.
we're almost there. We're almost there.
All right.
I'll take, there's a co-op for that, for 600.
Okay.
Is that you, Urban?
Yeah, I'm just doing a dramatic pause here.
Okay, great.
Founded in 1846, this global news agency operates as a cooperative.
Frank came in first.
Is it what is AP?
That's correct.
Cool Kate AP,
News.
also known as fake news, correct?
No comment on that one.
Don't go there. Don't go there.
No. Frank, you're up.
All right.
Flaming Foods 800.
Yes. You can make a flaming version of this Tex-Mex dish whose name means little sashes.
Esther.
What is fajita?
What is what? Did you say fajitas?
Yeah, I said, what is fajita? Sorry.
What are little sashes?
Little sashes. So fajitas
Oh.
originated in the Rio Grande Valley, where in the 1930s, vaqueros and ranch hands often received these lesser cuts of meat or beef as part of their pay, which they then turned into meals by quickly cooking the meat over coals and tucking it into tortillas. The dish and the name fajitas, though, weren't popularized until the early 1970s, when a woman who grew up in the valley began selling them in Houston, Texas, and they took off and the name took hold. So fajitas, delicious.
So once again, co-op governance, Jeopardy,
Jeopardy,
little sashes.
little sashes.
All right. Esther controls the board.
All right. I'll do, let's create a committee for 800.
Is that me?
Yep.
I'm doing, hey, aren't you glad you invited me to help out with this? This
So
is
glad.
awesome.
It's been a
This
pleasure.
committee might be concerned with gap and gas.
Frank raised his hand first.
What is the supervisory committee?
That is not correct, Frank. I'm sorry.
Esther.
What is the finance committee?
Close, but not quite. Ben? Brian knows it. The
Oh,
accountant.
yeah,
got
yeah.
his PA
Well,
chime in there.
Brian can answer for me. Can you answer for me, Brian? Oh, the audit committee. What is the audit committee?
How about the audit
That's
committee? That's a
better.
question. That's good.
We tried,
Okay.
but there's nothing really funny to say about the audit committee, other than that it's concerned with gas. That we already said the only funny thing to say about the audit committee.
We thank them for their service.
Yeah, very, very important. All right, Ben, you control the board. It's a close
boy.
game here.
Oh
Anyone's
my.
game. No pressure.
Let's go with survey says for 1,000.
All right.
All right. This administrative body ensures that UWCC's research adheres to federal research ethics guidelines.
That was Esther.
Well. What is what is IRB?
That
Wow.
is correct.
That's impressive, Esther.
Correct.
Good.
Thanks. I've been through many months of it, so I'll never forget.
Feels like starting to feel like a little bit of an inside job here. I gotta say.
I know. Sorry.
Your favorite acronym?
So
They tie for first.
all right, we've got, where are we at here? We've got two more. Esther, you control the board.
Okay, not what are, sorry. I'll take Flaming Foods for 1,000.
Oof.
Love
Oh, I
the
like
strategy.
this one. This student-run collective cafe is located at Evergreen State College in Olympia, Washington.
This is my proudest question that I wrote. So proud of this one.
Oh, we have Esther.
What is the Full Moon Cafe? I know it's
The full moon on fire?
I'm sorry. Never mind.
Oh,
Incorrect. Frank.
What is the flaming eggplant?
Someone actually knew that. That's impressive.
Oh, very good.
that is correct. This is what happens when you use Mad Libs while drinking beer to name your co-op in the college dorms. All right, we have one more question. I know, Frank, that's impressive. That was a good one. This fundamental right of members must be given far enough in advance to allow voting members to arrange their schedules to attend.
Ben.
Notice of meeting? Oh.
That is correct.
What is notice?
What is? Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
speaking of which, I wish I had had a little bit more notice for this meeting. I would have come.
I mean, you've known about it for weeks, Urban. You've known about it for weeks.
Months would have helped him.
All right, I think that's it. We've got all of them, and I am excited to announce that Frank is our winner, but it was turned into a very close game after Frank took the lead early. Esther and Ben made some comebacks, and it was close at the end. But Frank, you get the free registration to Co-op Impact Conference 2021. Tamala or someone from her team will be in touch. I will reach out to get your mailing address so I can send you your book. And everyone else, you'll get discounted registration Co-op Impact in October as well. So, I'm really, really warm. I'm sorry, it's like 90 degrees in this room. I just want to thank everyone for coming. It was super fun having you here. Hopefully you learned a bit about co-op governance, some obscure co-ops, about our co-op governance survey that's coming out this summer. We're really excited about it. We'll be reaching out to co-ops across sectors, across the country to take it, and hope to have some data available to share in early 2022, late 2021. So Tamala, is there anything you want to say before we get on out of here?
Well, I just want to thank all of you so much for coming and joining us, having fun, nerding out on cooperative governance on a Wednesday afternoon. And we'd love to have you back for another time to engage us. And impact registration is open. They came out in Co-op Weekly newsletter, so make sure you join us for that this October. Who knows what we will have in store for you then. And just thanks again for joining us for NCBA CLUSA Connecting event.
And I'll just mention one more time, I'll mention for the first time, my colleague Laura, who we hired to co-lead the survey with me at the center, she just put a link to more information about the survey in the chat. So if you want to learn more, check out our website. Like Urban said, complete the survey if your co-op gets it, please, please. And thank you again to Tamala and her team and to Urban for being my fearless co-host in this rather hilarious endeavor. So
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
All right.
Thanks,
Take care, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Nice to see you.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Like seriously, like sweating. It's so hot in here. It's like 90 degrees.